gentlemen, we're here, Jabronis United. I'm your co-host, Major Day. I do not miss. And we have Kyle. Oh, wrong way. K7 Sniper.
Good evening, everyone. Unfortunately, Ryan is not available with us tonight due to family matters and not the show. So right now, you got me and Davion here for all your Jabronis United needs and some wrestling breaking news. So yeah, how you doing tonight, Day?
I'm doing like I'm ready to powerbomb somebody through the table.
Ooh. So on a scale of 1 to woo, how are you?
Woo!
Exactly. So while we have our man behind the scenes, our buddy Scott, the one who runs this whole shindig, running the images behind us. So maybe we'll hear from him later. Maybe not. Maybe we'll just see some images change. Who knows? But yep, tonight you got us two here, and yeah. So what would be breaking story number 1?
Well, we did get title changes last night
We did.
at NXT
Halloween
Halloween.
Havoc.
So these are some big changes, which are shocking, but it had to happen.
Yes, I agree.
Who was the first title change?
Let's see.
The first title change was
There was a bit of there was like a there was a pretty
oh,
big upset.
tag team match.
Exactly.
Chase U versus. Oh, I said that kind of weird. Okay.
Would you like to try again?
Yes. My fellow Italian family. I forgot his name.
D'Angelo.
D'Angelo and his boy.
You got Tony D'Angelo and Channing Stacks Lorenzo.
No. Versus Chase U.
Andre Chase and Duke Hudson.
Great tag team match, I have to say. And even the storytelling with one of the women that's on their side that threw a crowbar in. Was it a crowbar or a cane?
I thought it was a cane.
Okay, so
I am blanking on the exact thing that was thrown in. It was a long, slender object.
and Andrew Chase threw it out. Was it Andrew Chase?
It did.
And he said, I'm not doing it this way. And he won by a roll up. And that's how you got your new tag team champions, which is Chase U.
Chase U. Did you see that one coming?
No, I did not.
Neither did I. Honestly, I think we probably should have done some predictions for this, but unfortunately we did not. So our prediction updates are the same as per usual. But yeah, it was Sunset Flip by Chase only. Yeah, and sorry, I had to drive I have to drive quite a distance home from work, so my words are difficult right now. So I do apologize in advance. But yeah, it was a crowbar. I just looked it up. It was a crowbar.
Right.
Yep. JC Jane past Andre the crowbar, but he chucks it right back out. Side headlock from Tony, shot off, then blasts JC off the apron, and then Chase takes advantage and with a O'Connor roll.
Hello. I still say roll up, like a fruit roll up.
Yep. But you know what? That's how they won. It wasn't like a big spectacular finish. It was just a whoop, hey, new champions. Boop.
Yeah.
That kind of feels like they're taking a page from AEW. Like they might have noticed how many title changes AEW has been doing on just the general TV shows. So
besides
that might get people to tune in. They might realize that because now that Vince is gone, now that Vince is out, maybe this is a sign of some better writing.
Right. And also it basically better writing, better stories, more better storytelling, more opportunities.
Hmm.
You know, then we had Katana James versus Roxanne Perez in a Devil's Playground match.
I s- I'm still kind of unsure what a Devil's Playground match is.
It was pretty much no holds barred.
Okay. So, like one of those random street fight gimmick matches.
Correct.
Whatever random title they want to give.
Well, there's no title. It was just
Or I meant whatever title they want to give to the match.
right
Yep. So yeah, yep, we did see. Yeah, we got a Roxanne Perez win with a straight up pinfall with the pop rocks.
on Katana's bag, which
Yeah,
had
Kiana's bag. Yeah,
oh, it's Kiana. Sorry, Kiana's bag, which had I think bricks in it.
something like that.
Yeah,
But yeah, seems like you've been playing a bit of Mortal Kombat lately.
yeah,
Yeah. But yeah, so that was yep. Yeah. Roxanne
and
Perez pulled out the win.
yeah, and a debut match, Lexus King, which is Brian Pillman's son,
Yep.
versus
Brian Pillman Jr.
Dante Chen.
Dante Chin. You know who's gonna win.
Of course, it
Yeah,
was
it's a debut match. You're not gonna have a debut match with someone who they've been hyping up only to have them fall flat on their face. You might have had that under Vince if they weren't big and beefy,
right.
but under new creative, it's it is showing some differences from the Vince.
Yes,
So,
which is very very needed.
yep, and it was pretty much a squash, and we got to see what the finisher move is. It was a I believe it's being I'm not sure if they have a name for it yet, but it was basically a straight jacket dragon screw neck whip.
Great.
Try
Oh
saying that one 10 times fast.
no,
But
I'm not. I'm not even going.
but yeah, so it's yeah, it creative enough finisher. I wonder how they're gonna try to pull that move out quickly.
Mhm.
Otherwise, it's gonna be like the unprettier or something like that, where it there's always going to be a struggle for that finisher to come off. It's not like an RKO that comes out of nowhere.
Right.
So we'll see how that goes. It's
Or
like
they,
as
or
much as I like those, sorry, as much as I like those types of finishers,
yeah.
it's like I'm not saying I don't mind how unrealistic it is to pull off,
Mhm.
but sometimes it might get a little too really.
Yeah. Like you sometimes I feel as though with these finishers, they always get the weird lame ones for the beginning and then they convert to a something that actually flows.
But then or it sticks like the overdrive. That one is like one of the weakest looking hitting finishers.
Yeah, I think throughout the years
Whoop!
thinking about it, like Overdrive was weak.
Yeah. Well, it's like when you're creating a character in like WW in like 2K or something like that.
Okay, okay, Bubble.
Well, no, you just see some of these moves that are listed as finishers, and you're like, "The- that looks like it. That looks like you might as well just give him a finger poke of doom instead."
Facts.
Yeah, so it's like at least this one looks like it lands hard.
Yeah, yeah,
So it's just one of those moves that's gonna be very. It's not gonna be a quick out of nowhere slam a jam a pin 1 2 3 move.
right.
So
So I think still in development. They're
mhm.
still filling everything out. Like it may be his signature, but as far as a main one, I don't think this is going to be his main finisher.
Okay.
Then you have Andrea Grace versus Kalina Jordan, and this is
Kaylani Jordan.
Kalani Jordan, and this is for the NXT Women's Breakout Tournament semifinals.
Hmm. You know it's a breakout when they title it that way.
Yeah,
But yep, yep. In that one, we had Kaylani Jordan moving on.
yeah,
Pinfall with a split-legged moonsault. Haven't seen that one in a little while either.
oh yeah,
It's like yeah. I know she's been doing that for a while, but like I remember when like half the women wrestlers use that as just part of their normal repertoire.
yeah.
So because it was quick, easy, and it was something I
It
guess you could say
looks
unique to them.
it could pass for a finisher,
Hmm.
even though it's not. It doesn't look like it's actually doing damage, but it does. Like,
Oh yeah,
but
it's a moonsault. It's
yeah,
splash.
yeah.
Splash is hurt.
So
Then yep. So but yeah, it's a decent match. Decent match overall. But yeah, Kaylani Jordan moves on.
yeah, and be was it Davenport versus Gigi DeLong and a lights
Blair, yep, Gigi Blair Davin. I was about to say Blair Davenport versus Gigi Dolan.
lights out match, which is I like. I'm starting to feel the lights out matches because it's no lights. It's like the lights are not out. Like it's
Yeah,
like dimmed.
it feels like the like pretty much like how all the older NXT matches were,
Yeah,
where there wasn't any light on the crowd. It was basically just all the lights on. It's like you could still see the crowd in the shadows, but the focus was on the ring, and I like that. It's like I wish there was more of those.
you're right.
Absolutely, but victory wise, Blair Davenport with a pinfall after the Kamigoi. I think that's how it's pronounced.
Oh,
Kamigoi,
I mean,
Goi,
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 Goi.
Kamigoi. But yeah, it's Blair. There was one spot in this match that looked like it really friggin' hurt,
Mm,
and basically took a falcon arrow through the announce desk.
mm,
Oh,
yikes!
falcon arrows hurt regardless. Even if you do them right, you're still basically landing splat
Right.
and through the table. Even with a crash pad, it's like, ooh, that one looked like it hurt.
Yeah, like somebody's coughing up blood.
Or at least they're going to be sore the next day.
Yeah,
But yeah, the main match of the night, we had a women's NXT Women's Championship match. Like there were a lot of women's matches
yeah,
during this.
but we had to focus on the other tournament, other NXT Women's Breakout Tournament, which was
Oh
Carmen
yeah, right.
versus Lola Vice.
Lola Vice.
Lola,
Lola. La Lola. La 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 la
and you
Lola.
kind of got an idea who won. Lola, Lola.
Mm-hmm. Good old fashioned crescent kick.
Yeah,
Yep. So yep, duck a kick, Vice hit, and then Vice just crescent kick smack. That was it. It didn't have as much back and forth as the other match,
yeah.
in my opinion.
This one was like it did feel like a martial arts standoff type thing because it was like two women's that have martial arts skills
Mm-hmm.
going at it, and whoever capitalized with their skills was the one that won, and it was Lola.
Mm-hmm.
And our final match of the night: Becky Lynch versus Valkyrie for the NXT.
Yep. This one was a pretty damn good match. Like honestly, a lot of like Becky Lynch puts on fantastic matches in general,
Yeah.
and Lyra Valkyria, she has been showing that she's pretty damn good herself.
Hmm.
And this one surprised me. It straight up surprised me.
It surprised everybody. I ain't gonna lie. It
Yep.
surprised
Yeah.
everybody.
She kicks out of a manhandle slam.
Yeah,
Hmm.
which is like What? A NXT rookie kicks out of the manhandle slam? Like,
Yeah. And even then, she dodges another one and then wins.
mm-hmm,
Pulls out the lateral press and gets the win by pinfall. They didn't have Becky constantly kick out.
mm-hmm.
That's that one surprised me.
But you know what? It was a smart move
Yes.
because if you let Becky hold on the belt, it's not going to give it the reputation and the prestige that it deserves. So having Becky lose doesn't hurt Becky,
Mm-hmm.
but it does make Valkyrie, Valkyrie, am I saying her name right?
Valkyria.
Valkyria strong
Yes.
because you just knocked off. How many times Becky won the women's title?
She knocked off one of the top women in the company.
Right.
One of the legitimate looking top women.
One of the top women.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Becky Lynch is probably one of the best.
Yeah.
So,
And
yep.
then we have an appearance by Jay Cardell.
Mm.
Cargo. Am I saying her?
Jade
Cargo.
Cargill.
Jay
Or
Car.
what did they kept her with the name, right?
Yes.
Okay, so it is Jade Cargill still.
And she's standing there watching the match with her bodyguards like she's
Mm-hmm.
the final boss.
And you know what? Fine.
I like it.
But the question is, why didn't you keep Becky with it and have Jade take it off of her?
Yeah.
But then again, they might be having her on the main roster, and this might be and being that Becky loses the title, Becky's probably going to be moving back up again.
Right. And it makes
So,
sense because you want Becky back into like the big time title picture.
mm-hmm. Yep. And in the process, probably is going to put over Jade Cargill on the main shows.
Mm-hmm. So
So,
had they made a decision where they're putting her at?
not that I've heard, but judging by how they've been booking her and where she's been appearing, I
Mm.
think they're probably going to be putting her on a main show from the
Mm.
get go because I think that I don't see many reasons why they would have kept her or why she would have left AEW with the push that she was getting there if they weren't going to just immediately put her on a main show into some main things.
Nice.
So so it's like yeah, she'll pop up on NXT and I know she's been in the Performance Center a lot, but her debut probably won't be in NXT. Her main in-ring debut storyline
Okay.
wise. But
So
that's just my opinion.
yeah, okay. So we're looking at Jade Cargill main roster right away off the back.
That's what I'm thinking, yeah.
Nice.
It's
And
cuz it's like if they weren't going to do that, then if she's going to be on NXT, they're probably throwing extra piles of money on her
okay.
to do that.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're here, and I know y'all here because we have to talk about the elephant in the room, or who we say, the bringing back the elephant in the room.
Shades of the early 2010s, breaking out the we have ourselves a branding change
Yeah,
in the world of wrestling. Impact Wrestling is going back to the total nonstop action monkeyer
yeah,
or moniker. So we got ourselves the full on return of not AW of TNA Wrestling.
total non-stop action.
So
Sorry.
and now I'm thinking it's like, okay, if we're going back to TNA, how long is it going to be till we have a combination of TNA and NWA once again?
Well, NWA is going to CW.
Yeah, but so, but being that TNA Impact or whatever they're calling it now is pretty much third place it's the number 3 in the main trifecta.
Correct.
Do you think that they might make a deal with NWA and bringing back the TNA NWA combo just to try to consolidate an audience, trying to increase their viewership
If
in
they
the future?
probably in
Not
the
saying right now, but
Yeah, probably in the future because they got to see how things go with Total Nonstop Action, which is TNA, ladies and gentlemen. TNA. Maybe stop.
Tina.
But it first you got to see if this will work. Just bring it back the nostalgia of what Impact used. I mean, what started Impact in the first place.
Hmm.
Um, Also the fact that can they go back to what doesn't go back to the roots of what was corrected, like done in the past that made made your product good, will going back make it even better than going to Impact.
Hmm. Will they bring back the Octagon ring?
Please, God, no. Stop. I couldn't take that octagon ring.
Mm, that
Just throw
Octagon.
some interesting, do something creative. That's all I'm saying. Like,
Are you saying that the additional sided rings aren't creative? Are you not entertained?
yeah, it's not creative. It's really clustered.
But
Uh,
it's different.
no, but it was clustered. It was confusion. Like even as a wrestler, you would
Yeah,
just
it
be
was it
like,
was a fustercluck, but
yeah, you'll be running around like, okay, which rope should I run to?
boom, boom, boom,
Boom,
boom,
boom,
boom,
boom,
boom,
boom.
boom, 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 boom. In that case, let's go with a five-sided ring.
No,
Let's just bounce our way to a pentagon.
quit. No, no, quit. But
12-sided ring. Just make it a circle. All turnbuckle. Oops, all turnbuckles.
no, no, just leave it like it is. Leave it like it is. Four-sided ring. And I remember they used to have a match where they had two rings. And what match was that? It wasn't War Games. It was something else.
War games.
What-
Um, had the multi-sided ring.
Like they had one ring and another ring connected.
Oh, the the only one I guess. Well, yeah, you have war games, and then you have the AEW version.
Yeah, they could bring
Uh,
they could bring that back. Bring Monsters Ball, which is that's
hmm
tradition.
Okay. So
Um,
it was like I think it's like it's called like a oh, it has like some it has like a silly moniker to it. Like
yeah.
I think it was blood and guts. A blood and guts
Oh
match.
yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, and it was just flat out war games with like I think a slightly different way of the wrestlers going into the ring, but yeah, it was just under one gigantic ass cage, and you had the two rings on the inside. You had the cage in the back with the two teams, and then like it wasn't like drawing a card or something. Was just it's like the back and forth lighting, and then whichever lit up, that's the one that had to run a mile down around to the ring, and
Right.
there you go.
Trying to
So
think. But yeah, just make Impact interesting. Like you have Tommy Dreamer, you have other people that's assisting you to make Impact, I mean TNA what it needs to be. Get creative, get good
yeah,
story writers.
yeah, it's like they're still stuck under like a Vince Russo mentality.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, it's like I love seeing like Bully Ray. I love seeing Tommy Dreamer in the ring. I love seeing the old ECW guys all in Impact. But it's like their headliners just their their matches are good and decent. It felt too close to WWE in
Right.
terms of how they wrote their storylines and how they still do write their storylines. So I think that their writing room may need some new blood, and
Well, when
because
we
they
say
have some headliners, they
yeah,
have potential headliners.
but when we say new blood, are we talking about the way Disney has their writers
You mean locked up in a cage?
and sometimes woke?
Whatever. But yeah, it just the I think their writing team needs a bit of an update because, well, yeah, AEW can throw out some stinkers for sure. Like, more times than not, the storylines turn out to be at least somewhat entertaining to watch.
Right.
While and WWE, now that you don't have the events in command, we could get some good. I'm
Oh,
hoping we get some good writing. Like, if tonight is any indication, it's starting. Hopefully, this leads to better things because they had title changes on a TV show.
yeah.
Big title changes on a TV show. That'll get people watching again. You can't just have it where the only title changes that happen are only on pay per view or whatever the hell they want to call it. And yeah, and or just never have the title change ever.
Right.
Case in point, a certain individual that I don't really want to get started ranting on. But
Rant,
yes, but
rant, rant.
oh no, if you want to see some of those rants, watch some of our other episodes. You'll get some good rants. But yeah, I think the Impact or TNA has potential. Like, maybe the rebrand will help. Who knows? But their main change needs to happen in their writing room, and yeah, because they have headliners, they have stars, they have a lot of great talent on that roster. It's just it's like the writing is such that if you have a choice between TNA or WWE, and both of the storylines are very similar, what would you rather watch? WWE.
Yeah. Because it's more flashier. It has the
Which mhm,
aesthetics, like it has the fireworks. You have
has the spectacle.
those. Yeah.
Absolutely. So,
Now, if it wasn't for all that, then you have an even playing field.
mhm, absolutely. But what TNA needs to do, in addition to, if they like the brand changes, fine and all, they need to find a way to draw in views. Because right
Right.
now they are sitting steadily in third place
They're sitting steadily in third place.
compared to AEW and WWE, I think. Or at least in terms of entertainment to watch. Like, in my opinion, right now the best part of TNA and Impact is what's his name? The Drama King, Matt uh Reinhold,
Hmm.
in my opinion.
The Drama King.
Yeah, you know the creator of Rusev Day,
Oh wow.
him.
See, I almost forgot that he's still wrestling.
Yeah, well, he's mostly behind the booth. He's mostly doing like the behind the scenes stuff and booth stuff. But
Hmm.
yeah, no, he's their best part in my opinion when he appears. So TNA has some work to do, but I think they can do it.
Exactly. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is our opinions, and this is our critiques on the new and improved total nonstop action.
Oh yeah, 90s fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And then we make it into a montage.
Are you in for some total non-stop action?
Yeah,
Cuz I am.
of course. Oh, God.
In a world where the action is non-stop.
Nonstop total action.
totally nonstop. But
Awesomeness of
it's but
nonstop.
other so it the now that we said our piece, I do wonder, why did they change it?
That's a good question.
Yeah, I'm not really sure the reasoning as to why.
Mm.
Because I haven't really seen too much. It's like I haven't really seen many reasons why. Because they've been known as Impact for a while.
Right. And the question is, what made them want to change it all of a sudden?
Yeah. Well, it's like I remember they changed it in the first place to Impact because TNA felt juvenile. Because TNA, come on. But and it's just they changed it. So so why did they change it back?
Mm. That's probably going to be for another episode, ladies and gentlemen, so we can figure out the context clues.
It yeah. So I'm just trying. I'm just it's like I'm looking at some articles here, and apparently it's because like one of the reasons, like I think like the president Scott D'Amore, it's like they say that they hear TNA chants wherever they go. So they said though. So he's saying that that's the driving force, but there's got to be something more to it.
Right.
But then again, it's like maybe do you think they were maybe just planning like an image change, and with that they figured they might as well rebrand their name or something like that?
Maybe. Because I'm trying to look it up and find out.
Yeah,
And
it's but yeah, like the reason why TNA came about in the first place back in 2002, when because remember they used to be known as NWA Total Nonstop Action. They rebranded it to TNA thanks to Vince Russo, of course.
yeah. Well,
But
from what
and they ran with that for over 10 years, for like around 15 years.
well, this is like what they have and this is from PW Insider.
Okay.
The decision will unite the fragmented history of the promotions who use TNA Impact and Global Force Wrestling as names over its 20 plus year history.
Okay.
So that's all I have.
Okay. So it's so basically the combination of how a lot of their a lot of like their fans and partners still refer to them as TNA. So combine that with the way to unite everyone back. So because a subset of the fan base still call them that,
Hmm.
I guess they's like, no, we'll unite the fans, but rather than unite them under Impact, we're just going to unite them under the people that are constantly still calling them TNA.
Right. So,
I don't know.
yeah,
I don't think that personally. I wouldn't say that that would be a good enough reason. But then again, I'm not the owner of a wrestling company,
exactly.
so it's all right. So I hope it works out for them.
Mhm. And then we go to another thing. So it looks like Endeavor's stockholders are concerned that overspending, which is from an article that we found,
Hmm.
um, stating that hasn't performed the way they imagine it.
It's like, all right, it hasn't performed the way you imagined it. It's been less than a friggin' month. What did you what are they expecting just a waterfall of money right from the get-go?
First,
I understand they definitely paid too much for it.
yeah.
They absolutely paid Vince far too much for it. And thankfully that the end result had is the end of Vince. That's fine. But
Well,
they
not
absolutely paid far too much for the company.
not fully in the Vince. Vince does have not creative control, but
Mm,
he's still available.
he's still there, I know.
But you can't assume by less than a week. you're gonna be rolling in the dough.
Yeah, it's like yeah, they're looking for ways to cut costs and maximize the value they're getting out of the TKO deal, but they're not looking to sell their stake in it. Oh God! Imagine if they sell they sell it back to Vince. That would be a Rachel Phelpsian blunder.
I saw your face. You was like, no, please, God, no, no, no.
Yeah, but yeah, I kept Roger Dorn on and made a substantial profit. But
Mhm.
it oh God, imagine if they sell it back to Vince for whatever reason. But no, but yeah, no, it's like they're concerned that they overspent. You know, they absolutely did overspend. It's not a matter of a concern. You did. Period.
Oh,
Pure and simple. Period. You
oh,
absolutely overpaid for it. But expecting to make that money back within a month is delusional.
right. Now, I'm going to inject the poison because I am Vincent Kennedy McMahon. And if WWE goes down, it goes down with me. I'm not going to let it go down. I'm injecting the poison, and the poison is me controlling everything.
It was me, Austin. It was me all along.
Oh God.
Uh, but yeah, it's like it. So it just means that they're probably gonna cut costs again.
Right.
Which I'm like, why?
Don't
It's just it's like
you already
it's a massive overreaction.
yeah, you already put money out there, just take it and just be creative with what you have.
It's like, yeah, you can absolutely make money with this product, and from the actions thus far, it's been a good response thus
Hmm.
far. So you yes, it is an uphill battle. There will certainly be there will certainly need to be a lot of goodwill to rebuild,
Right.
considering how the past couple years have just been atrocious
Right.
in terms of creative choices.
Hmm.
You want to bring those fans back, you want to get them spending money, put out a good product.
Facts.
People will absolutely come back. Like you definitely you definitely overpaid, but you have the name again. But you have the name. The WWE name has weight. And if it's done right, you'll make money out of it. It's just it seems that these investors are like, no, we want to make money immediately.
No, it doesn't work that way, ladies and gentlemen. I want to make money immediately. I want to be a
Yeah,
bill,
we all do.
but it takes time, execution,
Mm-hmm.
precision, and months and years to make that money.
It takes time.
You know, so I hope they sit back in their boardroom and think about certain decisions and think about the things that they're hoping that they want to achieve and put down a game plan and just say, look, okay, we're going to be realistic with these game plans, not just, oh, I just want money and I want it now. This is not the stock market where it goes up and down, up and down, up and down.
Yeah, and you can't you, you can't run the WWE and make decisions based solely upon the stock market. Like WWE spent the last 3+ years building up their name to sell it at an overinflated value.
Yeah.
And you absolutely bit on that hook. But yeah,
Just don't just don't be like Disney.
yeah,
I'm throwing shots at Disney a lot, am I?
Disney. Uh, Disney's certainly seen better days.
Yeah. Um, Next topic we're going to talk about is Sting's retirement opponent.
Mhm.
And just a few, I would say a few hours or a few hours ago, we seen a certain person that made an appearance at AEW on the ramp, if I'm not
Mhm.
mistaken. And that person is someone from Sting's past.
That we mentioned last week.
And met him at New York Comic Con walking in New York Comic Con.
Mhm.
This person is the 16th time world heavyweight champion, the Nature Boy,
Mhm.
Rick Flair. Woo!
Woo!
That was perfect. That was perfect. He made his
Mhm.
appearance. Was it his first appearance in AEW? This is his first appearance.
I think if if it wasn't his first appearance, it would be his first appearance in a long time. But I think it might be. I think you might be correct on that.
And him walking like
Mhm.
styling and profiling.
Yep. And they didn't do something silly like this is Sting, this is your life.
Life.
No. So no, they it's like yeah, you had Shivani bring up some of the past matches and how 35 years ago he and Sting made history on TBS at the first Clash of Champions opposite WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
So absolutely Ric Flair is a major figure in Sting's history. So,
He's still short, but he could still
mhm. And
oldest
then
ride. Wait. Oldest ride, longest line. Space Mountain never fails.
yep. And then you had like all the woos, and then he gets interrupted by a certain individual who's making who's been really on point with his character lately. Good old good old the Peeps champion himself,
Oh, don't
Christian
come.
Cage,
Oh God. Oh God.
flanked by Luchasaurus and Nick Wayne, and it's and he basically harps on how Ric Flair is a gift. Like this is the gift that he gives Sting: a suit, some gold chains, and a black liver. Great gift. And yeah, it's they basically makes fun of Flair's age. yeah, he knows Ric Flair isn't dead, and he knows there's no God because if there was, Flair would have died 20 years ago.
And
Some
he,
of like he this is probably some of the best promo work I've seen with Christian ever.
yeah.
I'm loving every minute of it because it's like he's being the absolute smarmy heel right now. I
Mm,
love it. I absolutely love it.
wow. And it makes you think like he's like that.
Hmm. But the end of that promo finished with the acceptance of a match, a trios match at Full Gear with Christian Cage, Luchasaurus, and Nick Wayne against Sting, Darby Allin, and they haven't said the third opponent yet. But do you think it will be Flair?
I don't think it's going to be Flair. I would like it to be Edge. It would make sense for it to be Edge.
That would be.
But if it wound up being Ric Flair, it's going to be
Hmm.
having Flair do his moment because can Ric Flair still perform like he always do?
Hmm. But then again, Edge, they interviewed Edge or Adam Copeland afterwards,
Mm-hmm.
and he says he doesn't want to fight Christian Cage because his friendship is more important than anything. But
But remember,
yeah.
remember, I don't want to fight you. I want to
Mhm.
beat the living shit out of you. That's
Yes,
my
he's
best friend.
yep. Mhm. But yeah, it's like so it's like it might be Edge, it might not be, or Adam Copeland. I'm gonna keep calling him Edge till the end of time, but because as I mentioned, after that they didn't announce their third teammate yet. The interview in this interview was where they asked him to be said third teammate. That didn't happen. So we shall. It's like I don't I don't remember there being another promo after that for that third opponent.
Right.
So
So we'll
yeah,
see.
mhm.
We will
So
see.
we'll see.
Yeah.
It might be Edge might accept it right before full gear. So
Okay. Pause for 1 second.
okay,
When did Shido won the women's title?
she won it a couple weeks ago.
She beat Paige.
Hmm.
Where was I? Oh yeah, New York
I think you're at New York Comic Con.
Comic Con.
Yep. So yeah, Sheeta has the title again, and now they're actually having her last more than 2 weeks. Thank goodness.
Yeah.
So yep, yeah. Sheeta did retain the championship against Ruby Soho, which if not like Ruby Soho needs a title run. Like
Yes.
she's one of those wrestlers that I just want to see with a title for. I've wanted to see that for a long time, but for some reason putting her as they keep putting her in the title matches, which is great because she puts on phenomenal matches, but they always have her lose. It's
Right.
driving me crazy. It's crazy.
Crazy, man. It's crazy.
That's why they call them whiskers. But
Oh god. Somebody you got Jericho with the interview with
hmm
Renee. Strickland will address Hangman Page.
hmm
We talked about Sting. And some of the
hmm
matches like Young Bucks and Hangman Page versus the Hardys and
the hung bucks.
the Hung Bucks.
They're calling themselves the hung bucks because they have the Ring of Honor World Six-Man Tag Championship right now. And yep, Adam Page, Matt and Nick Jackson against Brother Zay and the Hardys, which unfortunately it seems that the Hardy Boys, even though they should be a main figure, seem to just be the ones to get they're basically the squash opponents now. Well, and I wouldn't say squash opponents, but
Oh,
they're basically doing what Ruby Soho has been constantly booked to be.
yeah.
It's like yeah, they'll throw them in the matches just for them to lose and push whoever else it is, which I guess for Adam Page and the Jacksons, I guess I can understand why, but it's
Oh,
yeah,
all right. So these are the trio Ring of Honor champions, not the
yes,
AEW.
the Ring of Honor World Six-Man Tag Championship.
Okay. Because I was about
Hmm
to say, wait a minute, aren't
hmm
the McLean the claim the six?
hmm they had right now they're doing the storyline with Hangman Page, so that's they're they're going to be pushed for a bit as that storyline keeps going on because you had Prince Nana
Hmm,
appear appears on the appears with at Adam Page's house, and which causes him to rush to the back, and yep. So it's just they're pushing that storyline further in.
okay. And then we had MJF, my
Mhm.
rival, and I will put it out there. Me and him go blow for blow. If I didn't meet him at New York Comic Con, he was there. He had a long line, so it wasn't like he was at a booth where I could basically be like, "Yo, remember me? I trained for this my whole life. I want you, and not in a romantic way. I want to face you."
You want to face him in a romantic way.
No, I want to face him in a wrestling match. Next time I'll say I want to face you in Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat. But would he get the video game reference? Or would that be an Adam Cole? Or would that be Adam Cole, baby?
He may get it, but Adam Cole, baby, is going to basically help him.
Mm-hmm. So it says. So in that case, you got to wait to confront him when Adam Cole returns.
Correct.
Okay, but yeah, yep, he did. He did face off against Juice Robinson in the Dynamite Diamond Ring match.
Yeah.
Because remember last week, Juice won that fuster cluck of a battle royal and got the opportunity, and MJF wins.
Yeah, he failed.
He yep, he gets nailed by the big right hand, and then Robinson is down.
Down for the
Heat
count.
Seeker, it is over. Over.
Juice is spilled, ladies and gentlemen. The juice has spilled.
Game over.
Oh god, the juice has spilled.
Yep.
And also MJF was accused of being the masked demon guy.
Mm. Well, remember, but again, going back to the MJF match. After the match, he gets beat down by the Ass Boys.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. And then the Kingdom run down to make the save, and then you brawl. Ass Boys are able to push him out, and then the Acclaimed make the save.
Mm-hmm.
The
Wait,
Acclaimed.
Huh? Wait, I'm confused.
Yeah, the Acclaimed made the save.
Saved MJF?
Saved MJF.
So are we going to see MJF scissoring Daddy?
Oh god, that would be scary. But yeah, it's like Jay White gets on the mic, calls him out, and Colton Gunn challenges MJF for the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championship at Full Gear.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. And he accepts.
And we're looking at a great match. But I have a feeling Bullet Club may win this.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And so that's the end of that's pretty much the end of the AEW, am I correct?
Aside from a couple smaller matches, yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, it's like, yeah, we got that, but he says the way he said it was he's got the match and he'll see Jay White at Full Gear for sure, but he won't wait that long to get his hands on the dollar store Jack Sparrow.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Now,
because next week he's going to take them up on their Atomicos match.
Nice.
And when he wins, he's taking the title belt back.
Now, we're not going to forget about the elephant in the room. MJF having conversations with Kenny Omega.
Ooh, so much intrigue.
And Kenny Omega pretty much told him 3 days, bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning they have a title match in 3 days.
They do. That is a very good point. They do.
Mm-hmm. So this is going to be an interesting not tag match, but an interesting title match. MJF versus Kenny Omega.
Mm-hmm.
The devil you
Golly
know.
Gosh.
No, the devil you know versus the other devil you know.
Pretty much.
So I am stoked for this match. I can't wait to see it. I even stoked on the fact that I someday will face MJF. And
One of these days.
One of these days. Whether it's for my New York Comic-Con medallions or Or if MJS had the belt, I'll put my medallions on the line, and he put the AEW title on the line, and we got a
Put
match.
the diamond ring on the line.
Put all four things on the line. Look, my medallions, the diamond ring, the
He should put Adam Cole on the line.
nah, keep Adam go. Nah. I want all the gold, baby.
Baby. Old gold, baby.
Okay. That's how you disrespect somebody. It's like your best friend. I want all the gold, baby.
Baby.
Clink.
Ah, yeah. But back to it. There were two other matches of note on Dynamite. You had Hook and RVD against the Beaver Boys of Alex Reynolds and John Silver.
And you already know who won.
Hook and RVD.
It's no hesitation.
Yeah.
It's rocket science, and it's not confusing.
They just stuck a rocket to Hook's ass, and well, yeah, I get he's popular. I think it's just getting a little too ridiculous.
Like, just give him another title. Like,
Seriously,
create a story with him or with Christian, or create a story with him and NJF.
Yep, something. It's because it's like he's being pushed through the moon on the undercard. So it's like it's like you see him in a match and you're like, all right, Hook wins. It's gotten to the point where it's like he's not struggling.
Right.
And if he's a face, like that's kind of part of being a face. It's like you need to have some sort of struggle, which is why that loss a few months ago was such a shock because he's won every other freaking match.
Right.
So, yeah, I think they need to write a better storyline for him instead of just having him.
Because it feels like they're using the Goldberg thing.
Yeah, and Hook is not Goldberg. He doesn't have the build. I get it. He's basically Taz too, but even Taz look like a brick house.
Right.
Hook don't look like a brick house. But yeah. And the other match tonight was Chaos, which is Okada and Orange Cassidy versus Team Uppercut, which is Bryan Danielson and Claudio Castagnoli.
And who won that match, ladies and gentlemen?
Team Uppercut. Full of European uppercuts. But yeah, Claudio backs in. He ducks the Rainmaker, springboard corkscrew uppercut, and Swiss Death takes down Orange Cassidy.
And I love Orange Cassidy.
That surprises me.
Yeah.
That he took the loss.
Yes.
Like that really surprised me.
Now, do I see AEW champion with Orange Cassidy? Heck yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah. But I'm surprised that they called themselves Team Uppercut when they're still going by Blackpool Combat Club.
Yeah. Like a different entity within the Black Combat Club. The Black.
Yeah. But then again, I do. It's like I like the name. I'm just kind of confused by why they did it.
Right.
But then again, it's like both of them, both Danielson and Castagnoli, they are definitely a similar style of wrestler.
Yeah.
So I guess because your European uppercut is one of their main things. All right. So, but after the match, you have Blackpool Combat Club come out because Danielson apparently storyline wise hurt his mouth during the match. Doctor's checking on him, and Claudio gets back into the ring to confront Okada, Romero, Beretta, and Hook.
Mm-hmm.
Moxley's on the apron, and the ending basically has everyone's informed that Claudio will challenge Orange Cassidy for the Intercontinental Championship next week. So we're gonna have one of those.
Wait, Orange Cassidy got the whatchamacallit belt again?
You missed a lot the past week.
Yes!
The past couple weeks.
Yes, I did.
Too much Comic-Con.
No, well, all right, for those who don't know, I had a booth. I had everything structured. I basically was part of a panel, so I basically was shaking hands with different celebrities, talking to them and networking. But yes, Even meeting Ric Flair was like,
Hmm.
woo!
Yeah. So it's but yeah, no, there have been a lot of title. There were quite a few title changes the past couple weeks in AEW. So definitely take a look at the current title holders,
Yeah.
because with all the changes on normal TV shows, we don't really know who has what. So definitely refresh yourself, all you viewers at home,
Yes.
because who you thought might be a title holder isn't anymore. But yeah, Orange Cassidy got the IC title back because I think
Hey,
Moxley got hurt or something like that. I forget. But yeah, so Claudio Castagnoli is now going to challenge Orange Cassidy for the IC championship next week on Dynamite. And then there's this big old stare down to go off the air.
and that's pretty much in the show, ladies and gentlemen.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So,
And speaking of which, AEW was in Philly tonight.
oh wow.
Yep, the Lycoris Center. One of our regular commenters
Mm.
mentioned to me that he's at the show tonight.
Oh wow.
Yep. So yeah, overall it was a good show. No real title changes or anything like that, unfortunately, which kind of feels like it goes against their writing as of late. But because they had so many changes before, kind of don't expect anything to change
Right.
within like the next couple shows. But we've been proven wrong in the past few weeks for some of those. So you know what? That gets people to watch.
Right. Facts. Because I'm
Mm-hmm.
about to watch everything because I missed a lot from New
Spitting
York.
facts.
So, to end the show on a good note, ladies and gentlemen, we're here at Jabronis United. Would like to thank you all for tuning in. And make sure you subscribe, like, share, and also Twitch. Comments down below. We'll give you a shout out.
Absolutely.
Until next time, ladies and
Tell us what you think.
yeah, tell us what you think. But until next time, we are Jabronis United, and we are out of here.
2, 1.